evening from Jim Bradford at Wembley Stadium for England against Russia, the 9th in a series of 12 qualifiers for both countries in their bid to reach next summer's European Championships. Well, England are unchanged from the side that beat Israel on Saturday. The whys and wherefores of not changing a winning team have been discussed at length on phone-ins and in several hundred column inches in the intervening days. But despite the fact that Peter Crouch is available again after suspension, Emil Heskey keeps his place up front alongside Michael Owen. In the absence of so many established names, the likes of Beckham, Lampard, Hargreaves and Rooney, the rest of the team really picks itself. Gareth Barry getting the nod in midfield, with Steven Gerrard playing despite a broken toe. Russia make 3 changes to the team that beat Macedonia on Saturday, one of them enforced. Goalkeeper Vladimir Gabalov was sent off in that match, and with Akinfeev injured, it's Malafeev, the third-choice keeper, who plays tonight. Elsewhere, there are recalls for Anyukov and Zhirkov, with Roman Pavlyuchenko one of the players that misses out. And despite the fact that he scored 6 goals in his last 4 internationals, Kershikov is again on the bench. Martin Hansen, the Swedish referee, waiting for the signal to get this game underway. England have won their last 3 European Championship qualifiers, all by 3 goals to nil. Russia, as I mentioned, unbeaten in this group, unbeaten in 17 competitive games since a 7-1 defeat to Portugal in Lisbon in 2004. England in their white shirts kick from left to right in this first half. Early touch for Paul Robinson. Heskey. Good challenge from Gerrard. Thinking of that poorly toe. So much about Heskey's work is his ability to bring other people into play. Vital for England, for the Russian defenders, to win the second ball after Heskey's contribution. Here's Barry. Gerrard. Richards, the teenager, scored his first England goal at the weekend. Richards has done well to hook it in towards Heskey. Back for Micah Richards. Time to measure the cross. Couldn't quite find Michael Owen. It's Berezutsky that clears. An England throw. First sign of Richards and Wright Phillips playing so well in tandem down that right flank. Wanted it delivered in towards the near post. He'd actually get goal side of Ignashevich. Long throw from Richards. Heskey again looking to win it in the air, and the overhead kick blocked out of play for a corner. Joe Cole tried his luck. Bright start this from England. Again, Heskey making a nuisance. He didn't get the touch, but his physical presence made the difference. And it was Vasily Berezutsky that got his body in the way. Gareth Barry with England's first corner. Not a bad one either. Cleared by Ignashevich. Back out to Barry. 1-0! The perfect start for England! And it's Michael Owen that capitalises on the early pressure. The first goal that Russia have conceded in just about a year in a competitive fixture. Lovely ball in from Barry. And Owen found himself with so much space. Time to take a touch. The finish was measured, and measured to perfection. John Terry's jump had taken Ziranov out of the picture. That created the space for Owen, and that, as good a finish as the one he produced against Israel. Now the break could be on for Russia. Tadinov unable to do anything too concrete with possession in the midfield. Here's Barry. Now Ashley Cole. Joe Cole. starting lineup on Saturday, one in many plaudits, not least from the man in possession now, Steven Gerrard. Two men who built a firm friendship in their days together in the midfield for the England under-21s. Heskey! And sliding in. Owen couldn't quite get the contact he needed to follow up. Everybody waited, expecting an offside flag. But England could have been 2 goals to the good inside the opening 10 minutes. Gerrard's ball in. Heskey coming across. Michael Owen just unable to reach. Micah Richards with a long throw. Well, it has been a very open game. Flying in the face of what most critics were anticipating of the defensive records that these two boast. England have kept clean sheets in all but one of their qualifiers as well. Barry. Ashley Cole's ball in is the few that's been wasted by England so far. It was a good chance for Heskey. He's only scored twice in a competitive international. Malafeyev, it was an unorthodox save, but he got enough of his body to it. Zirkov. Still Yuri Zirkov. Sharpening in towards Saitchev. Appeals for handball. Doesn't count. I think Zurianov is the player that has just taken it through with his hand. A controversial decision by the referee. Good play by Zirkov. Here's the handball here. And I would suggest that that is a very harsh decision on Zurianov. Because as he pushed it down, I think he chested it into his hand and fell behind him. It was a good recovery. And England possibly with a little bit of luck. And that should have been 2. The best in the air, Sean Wright-Phillips. The smallest man in the England side. Sneaking in around the back of everybody. Lovely ball in from Joe Cole. And look for the long ball over the top. Intended for Saitchev. Down by Ferdinand, and now Richards finds Gerrard. Heskey. Cole. Ashley Cole had made a run forward. Gerrard looks the other way and has asked too much of Sean Wright-Phillips. Oh, he's done brilliantly to keep that in. Now Barry. Joe Cole, deflected, and beaten away by Malafeyev. Back again by Barry. Gerrard from distance. It's too optimistic. And Joe Cole did well, it opened up for him. Gareth Barry again at the heart of England's good play in the midfield. And on his left foot. The deflection, if anything, was kind as Ignashevich took it back in towards Malafeyev. The offside flag up against Saitchev. Anyukov, sorry. He's coached Holland, South Korea and Australia. Led PSV to the European Cup and been in charge of Real Madrid, amongst others. He's hitting. Vastly experienced, the 60-year-old. Bereziski making life difficult for him. Help forward again towards Emil Heskey. Owen! What a goal! The Heskey-Owen partnership working in tandem quite superbly. And Michael Owen's second of the night gives England that little bit of breathing space. It could be a famous, famous evening for Steve McLaren's men. And credit again, Emil Heskey. Owen found space, the finish emphatic. And England are 2 goals to the good, just past the half-hour mark. His 40th goal for his country. And all the credit to Emil Heskey. Another long throw from Richards towards Peter Crouch. An opportunity for Russia to bring it away. England regaining their shape back behind the ball very quickly. Bystrov has been dangerous since he came on as a first-time substitute. Certainly much more effective than Semchov, the man that he replaced. Here's Crouch. Even at 19, Micah Richards plays with a swagger. Crouch losing out. Shirkov. Mashavit. Ran away by Rio Ferdinand. Bereziski. Well, the margin of victory could yet prove to be important. Of course, it's not goal difference that separates 2 teams who are level on points at the end of the qualification campaigns. The head-to-head results between the two. And it is conceivable that England can say win this game 2-0, lose 1-0 in Russia, and then end up on the same number of points as them. Just unable to find a way through. The clearance not the best. Here's Gerrard. That's a nice ball. Owen. Bereziski forcing him wide, but he's done well to win the corner. And of course, if England were to hold on to a 2-goal advantage here and only lose by 1 goal in Moscow, it would mean that England would have the advantage on that head-to-head should the 2 sides finish level on points. So, understand the importance of maintaining the 2-goal cushion or extending it. Could prove to be critical. Unlikely, it has to be said, but it could prove to be critical. Gareth Barry to take England's 4th corner of the game. Good in-swinger. John Terry getting there ahead of Malafeyev, but the goalkeeper got the dominant touch. Back out for Barry. Owen. Cleverly flicked through for Ferdinand! Sets the seal on a magnificent night for England. Only his 2nd international goal, his first for 5 years. And Rio Ferdinand gives England a 3-0 lead. A game that the critics thought would be a difficult one for England. But it has been a 24-carat performance from Steve McLaren's men. What a week they have had. Patched up, injury hit. He's discovered a winning formula. And even Rio's scoring. Some doubt about the validity of his first international goal, which came against Denmark. It was an own goal, really. No doubt about that one. 3-0 to England. What a psychological boost this will give McLaren's men ahead of that trip to Moscow in a month's time. Lefebvre will look at himself and think that he should have done better here, but credit to Rio Ferdinand making the run forward, even a little step over. 3-0. Bistroff. A shove in. All that's left for England now is to protect that clean sheet for the 5 minutes or so that remain. It will be Paul Robinson's 8th in 9 qualifiers. Ashley Cole. Well, looks as though he was cynically blocked off there. The referee has play to go on. It seemed to be some old-fashioned defending by Ignashevich. Sharvin. Russia's finest moment came short of 20 years ago now. Finest in Euro 88. Beaten, of course, by the Dutch. Van Basten with his crowning moment. Struggling to live up to such heights since, although they were at one stage 3rd in the world rankings. Their qualification hopes have taken a real hit tonight. Ferdinand scoring only his 2nd goal in 62 internationals. Michael Owen with the 1st and with the 2nd. Rio Ferdinand with the 3rd. 3-0 England. A famous night. Another change for England. Joe Cole being replaced by Phil Neville. Phil Neville just coming on to shore things up. 58th cap for him. The Nevilles, incidentally, have more international caps than the Charltons did. 143 to the Neville brothers, 141 for the Charltons, although they did away with a few more goals. They also have 2 more World Cup winners' medals than the Nevilles at the moment. Bilyaletdinov. Gerrard. Here's Wright Phillips. Crouch with a chance of getting the ball inside the penalty area. Neville. Ashley Cole. Certainly Estonia, who England beat 3-0 away. I'll be relishing the chance of coming here to Wembley. It's the next game for England in this qualification campaign. Just 3 minutes, in fact, to be added on at the end of this 90. Ignashevich. Arshavin. England still defending solidly, even in stoppage time. It's Gerrard that put his foot in. A reverse ball intended for Pavlyuchenko. He's got the right side of John Terry. It should be a yellow card for diving. Well, that, I'm afraid, is pretty blatant. Michael Owen makes way in stoppage time, the sponsors' man of the match. And Stuart Downing comes on to replace him with barely enough time to touch the ball, I would imagine. 2 more goals, Michael Owen, including his 40th for England. No fall for Peter Crouch. Barry's had another very impressive game. I wonder what will happen for those games against Estonia and Russia. Next up for England, when and if Lampard and/or Hargreaves are fit again, will this be just a brief sojourn back in the England side for Barry? He deserves it to be a little more the way he's played. Away by Ferdinand. Phillips going to get a full 90 under his belt for England. Chastening defeat for Gus Hiddink. Wembley, not a happy venue for him, his managerial career. Russia, 3-goal defeats in both games. Pavlyuchenko. Play for a goal kick. Just a few over 86,000 in Wembley today. 5,000 odd have made the journey from Russia. They will be going home disappointed, but 81,000 Englishmen will be delighted. Not just with the result, but again with the performance of Steve McLaren's men. Will put more pressure on McLaren, a happy pressure. What does he do now that he's found a winning formula and a winning side? A handshake between Messrs McLaren and Hiddink. England very impressive again. 2 goals from Michael Owen, giving them the foundation in the opening half hour. The first, a crisp finish. The second, if anything, even better after a fantastic touch from Emil Heskey, whose England career has been reborn over the last few weeks. And Rio Ferdinand there with the third.
Another 3-0 win for England, one that saw them edge 2 points clear of Russia. A home win a month later over Estonia kept England in charge. But defeat in Moscow against Russia saw England lose the initiative. They would fail to reach Euro 2008, and Steve McLaren paid the price.